Hey guys, it's Lisa here with a pick a card reading. Today's reading is going to be, what are their fantasies about you? So let's just say that this is an 18 plus reading. I might say some things that are a little bit risque. The imagery is very risque. So this is not for kids, and so on and so forth. Also, I felt drawn for some reason to grab this charm here. Well, it's not charm, actually it's a button, I think. But I don't know. If you are looking for butterflies as a sign, maybe someone that comes across this video is, and this is just some sort of yes for you or no or some sign that you're looking for. So I'm just going to set that back over there. Oh my god. I'm trying to build up a charm collection. Charm reading was actually something I really thought was cool when I was like a kid, and it was always something that I wanted to discover more of, and then I just didn't really ever do it. And I've had all these weird signs and synchronicities actually about it, but anyways, I'm still working on my charm collection, and then I will start adding charms into my readings probably, because I just feel it's totally my medium, I guess. I feel like very comfortable with it. Anyways, so 4 piles. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you'll find the timestamps down below. Picture your person. Alert, guys. If the person you're thinking of is absolutely unattainable in some way, then this reading may not actually be resonating for you. I don't want to give anyone weird, like, false hopes or something like that. So if it's like, somebody that's, out of bounds or something, then this probably wouldn't apply to you, okay? Or maybe this could just open your eyes to what kind of lover they are, and what they would be like, in such a situation. So, might give you something to fantasize about, I guess. So, I'll see you all in your reading. Take some time and take some deep breaths and all that good stuff, and pick your pile. Okay, pile number 1. Let's see what's going on for you and what your person's fantasies are. So, let's see, we've got the Magician, the Wheel of Fortune, King of Swords, Ten of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. Interesting though that we have on each corner here the 1 and 2, and the Mage and the High Priestess. That's kind of interesting. I do feel like this person definitely is looking for a match in some way. And we also have like a Queen and a King here as well. So yeah, definitely I feel like this person is seeking their perfect match. And they very well may see that in you. You may offer something to them that they feel is on their level. Also, the Magician talks about manifesting and willpower and, going after what they want. So I feel like this person is somebody that goes after what they want. I do get a lot of planning energy as well with the King of Swords. This person, it talks about strength, and there are a lot of cards here actually that talk about strength and holding back. So I almost feel like this person enjoys a build-up. And there could be some things that are between you that cause this, because I have noticed that, in one of the cards somebody's kind of in the background. That doesn't have to be, but that could just indicate that this person is the type of person that is the type, to play footsie under the table and kind of push their limits in a crowd, and then kind of make you wait. And they might even like this, if you tease them. It might be something that they enjoy, being teased and all that. And the anticipation of kind of coming together. And then so I don't necessarily get that this person wants public acts or whatever of, love. It's more like undercover flirting, I guess you could say, and foreplay. And then finding a quiet place over here with this Ten of Wands, where you could be alone and enjoy each other. Also, this person probably likes, with the wheel here, the Wheel of Fortune, I tend to think of this as different positions, different circumstances. They might, they like a variety of different things. So I think they would be switching positions a lot and, switching things up. And let me see what else I've got here. One thing I noticed is that, again, it kind of goes back to that foreplay type of thing. You see how in the Queen of Pentacles, so the Pentacles always move a little bit slower, right? And this woman's kind of like, almost has them begging. And so they might like that like drawn out foreplay where you sort of make them beg for it at the end. Because even with this, it's almost like that too. Like the person's like looking, I'm staring at the card. They're kind of like, oh my god, let's just go for it already, type of thing. So yeah, I definitely, and then also, by the way, the High Priestess is also about waiting. So, which I might have mentioned that one, but there's a lot of like waiting and strength. I feel like this person has a really good, like that experiment where they gave kids the candy, I think it was, and then they're like, oh, if you, talking about self-control and like who will be successful in life are those that have self-control. And like some of the kids would finish it all and some would actually save it for later, type of thing. And I feel like this person is one of those people that does have great self-control. And they're hoping you have this as well, or you already do have this and they like that a lot. Or that just could be their fantasy. They like the build-up. And yeah, let me see. Yeah, I get a lot of different positions here. A lot of waiting, though. That's really, I think, the strongest theme I see here in terms of what their fantasies are. They definitely, I think they are looking for a spiritual connection. I see all of like kind of the different signs here. Well, not all. Yeah, wands. We have pentacles. We have swords. We don't have cups. So, but that just kind of goes to show you again with the waiting stuff. They're not gonna, go off the hook emotionally. I think they do want something spiritual, obviously, with this mage and this high priestess. I do feel like they're looking for that spiritual bond as well as that other bond of, that match there kind of that I'm seeing with the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Both more subdued type of personalities that aren't going to go off the rails. But yeah, so I hope that helps. That helps you. I kind of tried to keep it too tame. I don't want to go too crazy on here, but yeah. There you go, guys, for pile number 1. That's, the kind of lover they are, what their fantasies would be with you. So, take care, guys. Hey, so if you've chosen pile number 2, let's kind of see what are their fantasies. Let's discover something. Okay, so we have the 4 of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. The 6 of Wands, the Lovers, and the Hermit. Ooh. Okie dokie. I'm going to be reading these a little bit more intuitively. I don't know if you've ever seen this deck. The guidebook is slightly weird. It's kind of let me just give you an example. First of all, it's very small. I was lucky to get this English guidebook with it because I bought a deck in Russian in Russia, and I have the guidebook in Russian, but I went back to the store and I was like, oh, do you have it in English? And they actually had one opened and they actually gave it to me, and I was like, that's so nice of you. Okay, like the Lovers. Okay, the Lover says, seduction, the red magic of the plants. Nature is an unerring guide. Plants and animals are examples to be imitated. Magic perfume seduces and sustains us in important sentimental choices. It's just kind of like, okay, maybe that one I can make sense of. But some of them are just very strange. So I'm going to be trying to use my intuition here a little bit more and seeing what I get out of it. And yeah. Okay, so what is my phone buzzing for? Okay. I almost feel like this person's fantasy is to kind of like sweep you off your feet in some way. It could be that you're in a relationship with somebody else. For some of you, if that's going to resonate, you could be in a relationship with somebody else, and this person's kind of fantasies that you choose them. I'm not going to really bring the genders into it. I'm just like reading the story in the cards rather than the genders per se, so don't really get stuck on that. And I almost feel like this person might like have almost, I had this hermit, right? It can be about feeling, well, I mean, if you think about a traditional hermit in the tarot, it could be about, feeling left out and bummed. But like, I almost feel like they want someone else to feel like that. So there might be kind of a revengey type of feeling here, or a fantasy of making someone else disappointed. Yeah, so maybe they feel like if there's like a competition or something like that, they feel as if there's a competition or a competitor for you. It's almost like they'd want to sort of have you and make them feel bad. That's kind of mean, but I guess, that might be a fantasy though. And like again with that, like the lovers, because even in this deck it kind of talks about a choice, a sentimental choice. And I almost feel like that's kind of like what leads into that hermit card there, is that it's like they want you to choose them above all others, I think, and make that choice. And we also have the Page of Swords, which talks about in this deck about outside enemies and working together, and like kind of like, so they might feel as if there's somebody blocking this relationship. They might also really like your butt, because I see I see some butt action here, so they might really like your behind and are attracted to that. And I almost get this feeling that it's like, because in many of the cards, I'm kind of feeling this vibe of they're trying to win you over. They're trying to get you. You may be playing hard to get. That could be a fantasy of theirs, but it also could just be like kind of how they feel. It's like they want to win you. Because in the Six of Wands here as well, we see this type of sneaking up on you energy. Another admiration, but it's like kind of like, it's almost like I see a disconnect somewhere in the feminine, I guess you could say. So in many of the cards, this one, also like here a little bit too, there's kind of like a playful, hard to get type of thing. And so that might be the overall goal with the Knight of Pentacles. I definitely see somebody who's willing to be patient and risk, the wait, and try to court you slowly and try to, pursue this slowly. Could offer gifts and, physical luxuries, the type of person that wants to, take you out to dinner and all that stuff. And have a hold on, I'm just looking at this Four of Swords. Hold on, I just want to look at it a little bit closer. It almost looks like either she's biting his finger or she's eating something. He's feeding her something. That could be something. Food could be important to this person. Yeah, I almost feel as if this person, their ultimate fantasy here is to win you over and get you to kind of like submit in some way. And like I said, to maybe get back at somebody, sort of be like, well, I got them. Ha, you know, that type of energy. But definitely this is somebody that has the patience to pursue. And not like pile number one. Well, I don't know. Most of you probably didn't listen to pile number one, but if you had listened to it, it was kind of more about like patience and strength and like longevity and in foreplay and stuff. This almost feels a little bit more. See, we don't have any cup cards. This could even be like a mental thing to them. This person's a very mental, not mental like crazy, but like very intellectually stimulated, like mentally stimulated. Very turned on by the physical aspects of the relationship. And so it's like they'll stop at nothing kind of to get what they want. I kind of feel like that. But they definitely, I feel, do have an admiration for you. I feel like for many of you, like I said, they want you to make a choice, like to choose them. It's like they're pursuing, and then they want you to choose them and kind of like submit in some way to them. And like I said, perhaps get back at someone. Or show off in some way, make someone else kind of feel bad. So that's the energy I'm seeing here. So if that helps you, or resonates, let me know. And I will see you all in the next video. Hello, pile number 3. So let's see, what are their fantasies? What would they like to do with you? Let's find out. I've kind of been getting overall themes. I'm trying not to make these too long and dragged out. Or drug out. So yeah, I've been kind of trying to keep it general. And of course I'm not going into like crazy details here because first of all, like I'm shy. Also, I don't want to get in trouble. So I'm not going to be trying to curse too much or say anything too crazy. Just giving you an overall kind of storyline of what they are interested in. Like maybe the theme of the relationship, the sexual relationship. Also, I'm doing this totally off intuition because I don't know. Like I told pile number 2, the guidebook to this is bizarre. So it has some uses, but I sometimes I'll look at it, but just to maybe get a different little perspective. But most of them are very strange. So right away, okay, we have the King of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, the Sun, the Page of Wands. Justice, I think. Yeah, that should be Justice. And then 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, it is Justice. My God. Okay. Okay, one thing that I see with this person is balance is something about there's something about balance, obviously, with the Justice card. But I do see a lot of other cards that kind of I see a lot of other cards that indicate like an equality, almost. Like these two cards, it's a very equal feeling. The Sun and the Three of Wands. I feel like this is a very sweet person. Although, this King of Pentacles image is kind of creepy. I don't know, he kind of seems like he's mad, but you can't see his facial expression, so. But this she feels a bit shy. So I almost feel like they might see you as a bit shy, but then they're like, wait, like, don't be shy, let me just shower you with everything. With the 10 of Pentacles. Like, there's a lot of adoration here, and maybe you or them feels a little bit shy. The gender roles, I mean, we don't have to pay attention to the gender in these cards, resonate it as it applies. But it could be that either you or this person is quite shy, and their fantasy is sort of just to adore you. And don't be afraid, don't hide, don't be ashamed of yourself. It's kind of what I'm getting. I feel like there's a big balance with this person. Balance is important to them. Equality is important to them. I don't feel like this is a person that I feel like they're a generous person. They're not going to be you know, somebody that cuts and runs, like, exactly. I feel like that also this person wants everything. I see a lot of brightness here, a lot of public areas almost in some of these cards. I almost feel like this person isn't, their fantasy isn't to be shy about the relationship. Is kind of something I'm getting. They want it out in the open. They want it so that everyone can know about it. Like, as in, like, they would want to be a serious couple with you is kind of what I'm getting. I also kind of get that, like I said, with the Ten of Pentacles. That's kind of a, in the traditional tarot, I guess, could be a card about having a stable, firm foundation. But yes. I see a lot of outdoorsy cards. This person could be an outdoorsy person, have fantasies about the outdoors. It also, I see a lot of, like, well, I see some food and all of that. Man, I don't know if my ears are ringing or something's ringing. It's really driving me nuts, sorry. It's so distracting. Is it my neck or is it like something outside? I can't understand. My neck. My neck, sometimes if I hold it wrong, my ears will ring. But it seems like if I move my head a certain way, I hear it more, and then when I move my head a certain way, I don't hear it. So that, I don't know. Anyways, back to your reading. Sorry. Yeah, I just overall, like, really what I'm seeing here is that this person wants a balanced, open relationship. They don't want you to be shy or feel guilty about anything. That's because that's kind of what I get with that King of Pentacles is, like, she almost feels like ashamed of herself and doesn't want to see, like, oh, what have I done? Or, like, I can't do this. It's wrong or something. They don't want you to feel that way. They want you to feel as if everything is all right, that you're worthy of, all the praise and adoration, that you're worthy of attention, that there's nothing wrong with sexual attention. I feel like this person just really wants to romance you. It may be that they feel in the past that you haven't been properly romanced, per se. Maybe you've had crappy relationships that were just like hookups or, bad hookups. You know what I mean? Or maybe a long-term relationship that just wasn't balanced in some way, or where you felt adored or appreciated. And I feel like that's one of their things, is that they really want you to see how great the two of you are together, how good they can make you feel, how they can, really shower you with a lot of positive attention, and that, you accept it and you see your worth. The King of Pentacles, is never a bad person. Maybe a bit boring and slow sometimes, but this person isn't somebody they have that balance right there, because we have the Page of Wands, but the King of Pentacles. So there's like that fiery passion, excitable, but then at the same time there's that stability of the King of Pentacles. So I think it's a really good balance. Like, this person is probably, stable in the material world, and maybe really excitable passionately. You know what I mean? So it's almost like those type of people that, have it all kind of going on in a way. That they're passionate, but in all the right ways. Not, there's stability there. Yeah, but I definitely feel this very equal type of relationship where they really want you to show you your worth. That's kind of the theme I'm getting for this. Show you your worth, okay? I have a song stuck in my head by Alicia Keys. What is it? Baby, you know you're worth it. I can't think of it. I'll try to find it out, and then I'll put it in the description box. So maybe that's the kind of like song, or that maybe it somehow applies to this situation. But yeah, so that's your reading, pile number 3. I hope I wasn't too rambly and boring. like I said, I wanted to keep it pretty clean, and I wanted to keep it kind of short and sweet. I'm not going to go into too many details, just kind of like their overall fantasy. So, take care, guys, and I'll see you in the next reading. Hello, pile number 4. This is your reading. So, like I said to the other piles, this is kind of a general reading. I'm not going to be, well, general as in like, obviously it's general, many people are watching this, but I just also want to keep the kind of the theme, to identify kind of the theme of what their fantasy is. Because I've noticed that kind of emerging through each of the readings, so I'm kind of going with it intuitively. I'm also reading these cards basically intuitively because the guidebook is so strange. So I kind of just go off of, my intuition, my knowledge of the cards, sometimes the meaning in the book, but just kind of, going for it. So we've got, okay, out of all the cards, actually, out of all the piles, the funniest thing is that you guys actually have the more cup energy, more emotional energy kind of going on in this. So that's interesting already. Sorry, did I move the camera? Oops. I think that's interesting because, yeah, like I said, the first 3 piles didn't have as many cups. That doesn't mean that the relationship, I think, is like, bad or anything like that. It's just, I thought that was just interesting, I guess. We have a lot of swords and cups here, so we could be talking about air and water signs. So Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini, or Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. We also have Taurus here. With the Hierophant. Let me just see here. The first thing that I really want to talk about that I noticed, and I noticed this when they came out when I was shuffling, was this 3 of Swords and the 8 of Swords. Do you notice how there are people in the background? That is interesting. So this person could have a fetish for being watched. Yeah, that could be something that this person's really into. They might be, like the public, romping in public type of thing. They might get off on that. They might enjoy it. It also, though, could indicate other people. I guess I'll just say it, like maybe you guys would be cheating. I'll just say it straight. That could be something for some of you. Not all of you, sorry. I keep moving the camera. My feet got cold. So I'm like, I put them up. Yeah, there could be maybe a cheating energy here. Perhaps not, though, if that doesn't resonate. Then that message probably isn't for you. But I do see the 2 of Cups. Like, how can we not talk about it? That's a very beautiful card to get in any kind of, like, love, romance, any type of good relationship reading, I guess. Whether it's friendship or anything. So, definitely, they want to, I feel like, merge. And I feel like they might not even want to merge just sexually, but also, like, romantically and even legally. They could want to marry you, this person. That might be one of their fantasies. Well, let me see. I want to just see what this guidebook here. Wow, that's not the English one. Okay, hold on. 5 of Cups. I want to see what the 5 of Cups here talks about. Oh, back. Guilt. The weight of the past and its consequences is always remembered, but you must be left behind to break overly oppressive attachments. You must open yourself to adventure and freedom. Ooh, okay. That's why I wanted to read it, because I just wanted to see maybe if it also, because some of the cards that are kind of negative in traditional tarot aren't that negative here, and vice versa. So that's why I wanted just to kind of see what it says, just because I got those vibes over here. Yeah, I almost feel like this person wants to woo you from someone else. So you might be in a relationship. Maybe they think that, maybe their fantasy is that you'll, I don't see the choice thing. It could be a choosing them type of situation, like pile number 1. But it also could be that they desire for you kind of to break the tradition, or break the social norms, break your relationship, and to be with them. To let go of someone else. There's like a face floating in the water. It could be like all her emotions are in the water, the person from her past or something. Or a piece of herself is lost in her emotions. And this person seems almost like they're trying to comfort her, bring her a gift. So this person might want you to, maybe if you've been in previous relationships, they want you to get over those relationships. They want to help you be the one to get over them. We have also the 5. So we have 2 5s. I'm not very great with numbers, I'll be honest. So I don't really know off the top of my head what they usually are supposed to mean. So maybe you could tell me if you're good with numbers and numerology and all that stuff. Tell me what 5s mean in the comments, because I would appreciate that. Because that might bring some more insight to you too, if you know that, what that could mean. I just want to see what this 5 of Swords says as well, because I don't get negative vibes off that. Shaking things up. You must overcome the fear of judgments, shame, and sense of inadequacy. You must give yourself a good shake and take some risks. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I almost feel like this is kind of their fantasy. That there's something, perhaps, that is taboo about your relationship. I know I often say that type of stuff, but there could be something with this Hierophant that's a little bit out of the norm about your relationship. Like I said, there could be some third-party stuff here. But then again, maybe not, because that could be like a motherly figure that doesn't approve. It could be, also, this looks like a satyr, or what do they call it? I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. It almost seems like they're playing music in the background, like following their causing them to kind of follow their passion. So it might kind of be what this is about. Their fantasy is to kind of follow the passion despite, what is right or good. But I definitely feel some romantic energy. Like, I feel like this person's very loving and caring. Like, they want to seduce you and really, in a very sweet way. I feel like, yeah, this person would be a little bit more of a dominant, I feel like. They might like being on top and really showering you with affection. I'm definitely getting that they probably would like your breasts exposed, obviously. I think we have a lot of that. Also your back. Yeah, I really feel like there's something about this that, yeah, it's a bit taboo. And they want to, they don't care about it. They feel such a strong connection to you romantically and emotionally that they don't care. They don't care. They just want to go for it. That's kind of their fantasy. Fuck, screw it all and go for it. I try not to swear. Sometimes it just flies out. But yeah, that's kind of the energy I'm getting. I don't know. I feel sweet vibes. I feel like this person wants you to feel good. I almost feel like with pile number 3, I think it was. Let me look. I think it was pile number 3 where it was they didn't want the person to feel ashamed of anything. It could be that you're still stuck on things from the past or what you should be doing. And they're like, don't worry about it. Let it go. Put that face of yours, gosh, what is the word I want to say? That mask of yours and throw it in there. Get rid of it. It's not a part of this. We don't need masks. We don't need to act a certain way. We don't need to be, correct according to everyone else or society. Let's just go for it because we love each other. So that's kind of the energy I'm getting. I hope that helps you guys. And, you find it enlightening in some way. Hopefully you all don't hate me. I'm so sensitive. Okay, take care, guys, and I'll see you in the next reading.